everyone! Today is December 26th. I hope you're all having a wonderful holiday season. And today we're going to be reviewing some gouache, as you can see from the title of this video. This is the first video I am filming in my new art studio, so do bear with me. I'm still trying to figure out camera angles and lighting and things like that, but I'm very excited to start filming some stuff in here, so yeah. Today we are going to be looking at the Himi Jelly Gouache. These were very popular on TikTok like 2 years ago or something, and I have been wanting them ever since. They just seem like such interesting and different gouache, because I've never seen gouache in pans before, so I'm excited to try it out. It's also supposed to be very nice quality, so I am very excited to see what these are all about. So I have never used these before, so this is going to be my first reactions to them. Obviously it's not sponsored, so this is my real unfiltered opinion on these. Let's get started. So here we have the Jelly Gouache set. This is the 18 color set, and on the back it does say all the colors that are included in the set. So if we open it up here, you can see it comes with a palette that's detachable here on the inside of the lid. And here we have the pans. This is what they look like. Like I said, I've never used gouache from pans before. I've only ever used tubed gouache, so I'm very excited to give this a try. First things first, before we start opening these up, I do want to organize them a little bit, because from what I can tell, they are not organized by color right now. So I did accidentally peel open a little bit of one here, so I'm gonna take that one out. Oh, yep, okay. This happened a lot sooner than I thought it would. Okay, well, I guess my finger will be red for the rest of this video. That's fine. Anyway, so like I said, I did accidentally peel open a little bit of this red one here already. Did not mean to do that, I was just checking them out. So we're gonna set that one aside, but the rest of them, we're just gonna give them a little organized. Alright, so I have them now organized by color a little bit, and just first opinions, these colors are gorgeous. They look very vibrant, very bright. There's a nice range here. Right off the bat, I really like this Prussian blue. It looks like it's going to be a very useful color, as well as this red. It just looks really nice. Okay, now we get to the exciting part. We actually get to start peeling these guys. So this set does come with 2 whites, so I will only be opening one just to, you know, preserve the life of one a little bit longer. So the first one, I'll just keep in the slot like so. So first one in the pan. Alright, so here goes our first peel. This is the white. Ooh, look at that. That's very nice. Right off the bat, this does look pretty normal for gouache. There's a bit of separation between the binder and the actual color. That's pretty normal. With a quick mix, that'll fix right up. There is a little bit of paint left on the lid, so I'm just going to get a palette knife and just try to scrape some of that off, because you don't want to waste any paint here. Alright, and into the palette it goes. Now let's open up the rest of them. Like I said, this red did get away from me a little bit, so it is already peeled. But look at that color. Oh, gorgeous. We'll throw that one into the palette. When I first heard about these paints, my one concern about them was that they would be just super messy, and I mean, so far they have been a little bit, so we'll see if this continues, but might just be the red if that was a bit explosive for me. These really do feel like little dipping sauce packages. It's practically the same design. The peel feels exactly the same. That's the entire first row in. Let's keep it going. That was definitely a little bit of a messy process, but the colors do look gorgeous, and I'm very excited to start swatching these and see how they lay down on paper. Here's a closer look at what they look like. Again, just some beautiful colors in this set. All right, let's get swatching these. We're going to be swatching them today in my sketchbook, and I'm really excited to see how these colors look. In the pans, they are really nice, very vibrant colors. I'm interested to see if they lay down the same way, and if when they dry, they are the same color. So, let's find out. First up is the white, never the most exciting swatch. Right off the bat, the texture of the paint does not seem too different from a normal gouache. Oh, it does seem to lay down very nicely, very smooth. Of course, the white. You probably can't see much. Let's try the other colors. The red. Ooh, that's a beautiful color. It's definitely a very smooth consistency, but I'm not sure if it's as opaque as some of the other gouaches that I've used. Let's try watering it down a little bit, see if we can stretch it out a bit more. Oh, that's a gorgeous color. It waters down very, very nicely. Alright, let's just keep swatching. Next up is orange. Alright, so that is all of them swatched out. As for first impressions, the colors are beautiful. We have some really bright, vibrant colors. Specifically, this pink here is just gorgeous, and this purple as well. And all of the blue tones are really quite stunning. Some of them are a bit more pigmented than others. The black is super pigmented, which I'm very pleased with. But some of them, like this purple, just lacks a little bit of pigment. But on the whole, I'd say these are very nice, and so far I really like how they're laying down. I think they are doing a very nice job so far. For the ones that have dried already, they seem to be laying down quite flat, which is pretty standard for gouache, but they're not quite as chalky as some of the other ones I've used, so I'm very pleased with that finish that it has when it's dry. So far, they just kind of feel like a normal gouache. I don't know if they're really jelly at all. And I mean, I'm not complaining, I do really like them. I don't really use gouache all that much because I find it kind of frustrating, so maybe these are what's going to change that. I really liked swatching these. So now we're going to do a little drawing with them, see how they work in practice. So I'm going to go do a quick sketch off camera, and we'll come back and we'll do our painting. Alright. So I just have two quick sketches here of a couple of my OCs, just little 5-minute sketches. It's going to get covered up in paint anyways, so we're going to see how well these paints hold up in an actual painting. Let's give it a go.
And as we finish up this painting here, just a few final thoughts on these paints. So this is Ray from the future. I have had these paints for about 2 weeks now, and I've been using them, and they are starting to get a little bit dry, as is a lot of people's concerns when they buy these kind of open pan jelly paints. But as far as I can tell, if you keep adding water to them and mix them up regularly, they hold up fine. They have been holding up really well. I'm very surprised. I'm very pleasantly surprised. From what I can tell, a lot of people on the internet seem to keep a spray bottle handy with them when they're using these paints, so that they can regularly spray water on it and keep it from getting too crusty. And from what I can tell, that works perfectly fine too, so I might need to get one of those to keep on hand. I also think it might be useful to spray them down regularly, even if I'm not using them, so if I have a long break in between uses, to spray them and give them a little mix, just so that they keep their consistency and they don't get too crusty. Other than that, I really enjoy them. Yes, they may be a little bit messy in comparison to using tubes, but I mean, I am also a bit of a klutz, so it was bound to happen anyway. But yeah, overall these paints held up really nice. For the price, they are excellent quality, and I'm very, very glad I got a set. I really like using them. As I said, I've been using them for about 2 weeks now, and I've done a few different projects, and I really like the colors, I really like the consistency, they blend really well together, they water down really nicely. Overall, I'm just really impressed. Like I said earlier in the video, a few of them are lacking some pigment, specifically that purple I was a bit disappointed with. But for what it lacks in pigment for those, it definitely makes up for pigment in the white and the black. They are both very, very pigmented, and I'm very pleased with that. The black was just insanely pigmented. It's so dark, even when you water it down. So yeah, definitely very nice quality. And if you are just lacking a little bit of pigment in like those purples, adding a little bit of another color or a bit of white solves that problem easily. So yeah, I'm very pleased with these. They are holding up really well. As far as this little painting goes, they definitely performed just as well as I wanted them to. They had exactly the effect that I wanted them to. I realized partway through this painting that I've never actually painted faces with gouache before, so maybe it wasn't a very good benchmark test for how good these paints are, considering I've never done faces with gouache before, but all things considered, I really enjoyed doing this little painting. I had a lot of fun, and it was really nice using those bright, vibrant colors to illustrate my 2 original characters. So that is my review of the Himi Jelly Gouache. Overall, I would definitely recommend these paints to anyone who is interested in trying them, especially for the price. They are definitely good bang for your buck. If you enjoyed my little review, please feel free to like the video and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos in the future. I don't post very regularly, but I'm hoping to make that a priority for 2022, is getting on board with the whole making regular content thing. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you are considering buying these paints now, because they were a lot of fun. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!